I paid $20 Canadian for this bottle of DIY Detail Incredible Suds car shampoo. In this video, I'll be reviewing this product to see how well it performs in a foam cannon and as a bucket car wash soap. If you want to try it for yourself, you can buy it from Carzilla like I did, or directly from their website as well. I have a discount code for both options that will save you a bit of money. Use car detailing 5 for 5% off at carzilla.ca or TCDC10 for 10% off at DIYdetail.com. I'll put links in the description for both options, as well as everything else used in this video, so you can check those out after. So starting off here by mixing 2 ounces or 60 milliliters of the solution in roughly 3.5 gallons or 12 liters of water, and I activated it, and as you can see, we got thick, luxurious suds that will last for the whole car wash. So now we're going to go ahead and mix this in a foam cannon, and we'll see how it does from that as well. I have a foam cannon here filled most of the way with water, and to that I'm going to add 1 single ounce or 30 milliliters of DIY Detail Incredible Suds. And the foam cannon here is an MJJC Foam Cannon Pro, which holds a maximum of a liter or 33 ounces. So by that math, this is a dilution ratio of 1 to 32. And as you're going to be able to see as I mix this, even with a single ounce, the solution becomes pretty dark. And look at how viscous the soap is. It's a nice, thick, concentrated liquid, which really gives you the ability to only use a single ounce despite what the bottle says. The bottle itself will say something like 3 to 5 ounces, I believe it was, which honestly is way too much. You do not need that much at all. Stick with the ounce, save a little bit of money. Now, always make sure that if you're using a measuring cup, mix a bit of plain water in there to get every last bit of it out from the bottom, okay? Don't waste any of the stuff. It's not the cheapest soap, so always make sure that you're using every last drop. Give it a bit of a shake to incorporate everything, and you are ready to go. With my foam cannon set to its maximum foam setting, let's go ahead and foam down this Honda Accord as a part of the pre-wash process. As you can obviously see there, super thick suds, super thick foam. It is like a shaving cream lather from just a single ounce, and that is very impressive. Already I can tell this is in my top 3. And as you're using this in a foam cannon, the air is starting to get filled with that sort of blueberry grape scent. It's actually a really nice smell. In this example, this car was not the dirtiest car ever, but the whole point of a pre-wash process like this is so that when you foam down the car, the foam will actually start to drag down the panel. And the idea is that with it, it's going to drag some of that loose dirt and debris off of the panel and onto the ground before you ever go in with a contact wash or blasting it with over 1,000 PSI from your pressure washer. And here's an example of that. This is sped up 4 times. But you can see on the front fascia, the foam is starting to drag down, and hopefully with that, it's bringing some of that dirt and grit. This is how much is left after foaming down that car, so about 1/4 of the bottle, because it is wider at the bottom. And then I go in and I feel the suds, and they are incredibly slick at just the 1 ounce. Sometimes that's a fear where you dilute the product so much that it's nice foam, but it's not slick. But in this case, no issues at all. I'd feel comfortable going in for a contact wash here if I had to. When I'm doing my pre-wash process, one of the things I like to do is I actually like to rinse the panel from the bottom up. That way, when I'm pressure washing the panel, I'm pressure washing the suds so that lubrication is still there. Whereas if you pressure wash from the top down, that water running down the panel is just going to wash all the soap away by the time you hit it with the pressure washer. It's one of the things I like to do. It makes a bit of a difference in my mind. Now that the pre-wash is done, it's now time for the contact wash. And here's the bucket of suds. It's been roughly about 10 to 15 minutes in real time since the beginning of the video. As you can see, the suds are still there, but they are dissipated compared to what it was before. Still super highly lubricated, but all you have to do is reactivate your suds using your pressure washer or whatever you have, and always make sure it's clean before you do this. And as you can see, the suds are right back again, and I dislodged my dirt guard, so we can put that back in place. I highly recommend, if you're going to use the 1 bucket method like I am here, make sure you use some sort of grit guard or something in the bottom of your bucket. For the contact wash part, if you're only using one bucket like I am, I recommend using multiple wash mitts. And in this case, I'm using the Rag Company Cyclone Ultra wash mitts. They hold a ton of suds, and as you can see, you can actually drop some of the suds on the panel like I just did before actually touching the paint. And it just adds a little bit more soap to the panel for a little bit more lubricity. But this soap is super slick and it just glides on, and I'm not using any pressure, just using the weight of the wash mitt, and that's all you have to do. If you don't have a pressure washer and you wanted to do your foam process, you could also use something like this, which is a foam gun. And this just attaches to a regular garden hose, and it gives you that ability to still add the suds to the vehicle. Not as good as a proper foam cannon and a pressure washer will do, but it still does the job, and it's a little bit more inexpensive than the other way. So that's another option there as well for you. After completing the contact wash, it was time to rinse it off, and the one thing I noticed about this car wash shampoo was that it rinses very easily and cleanly off the panel. It took no effort at all to make sure that there's no suds left, and that's something I struggle with sometimes because I use a 1.3 GPM pressure washer that just does not output a lot of water. But in this case, I had no issues whatsoever. Now, they do recommend working in shade on a cool panel, but sometimes that's just not the reality. And here I was showing that even in direct sunlight, I had no issues with this soap at all. I even let it dry on the quarter panel here, and once you go in and rinse it off, it rinsed off very cleanly, didn't leave any streaks. I had no issues whatsoever. The DIY Detail Incredible Suds car shampoo has quickly become one of my favorite car shampoos and something I'm going to continue to use in the future. It's got high lubricity, high suds, it rinses off very cleanly, and really what more can you want from a car wash shampoo? Now, this isn't a car wash shampoo that is going to be able to give you that ability to just spray it on, pressure wash it off, and your car is going to come out perfectly clean. No, you're definitely going to need a contact wash, but the whole point of a car wash shampoo like this is to provide that lubricant, so when you go in for your contact wash, you're not adding swirls and scratches to the paint. So this is very good at that, and I'm definitely going to be continuing to use it. Now, that was a lot of positives. The one and only negative I have about this product is I think it's kind of expensive. $17.99 USD for a 16-ounce bottle puts it at $1.13 per ounce. So I recommend, if you're going to buy it, go straight for the gallon, which is going to be 75 USD for the gallon, and that's 59 cents per ounce. And then if you use my discount code TCDC10, you can save another 10% off as well. Now, that all being said, I really appreciate you watching the video. If you liked what you saw, give it a thumbs up. And if you made it this far into the video, you obviously like car detailing videos. So I'd encourage you to subscribe, because that's what I do here. I make car detailing videos, review videos, sometimes how-tos. If you like that kind of stuff, you'll probably like my content. So go ahead and subscribe. Leave a comment and let me know what your favorite car wash shampoo is. And if you like this video, watch this one next that just popped up on the screen.